Hello, everybody, and welcome to the second Xtreme podcast. How many months later? It's been.
Yes.
Let me actually pull it up. It's been months since we actually did the first one, and we
I
actually
think like
have
three, hasn't it?
three. I think so. It was before Battle Hour.
Three or
So
four.
it was before Battle Hour, but we have one of the returning players here. We have Hayden from the Dokkan
Yo.
Win podcast, or KH Hauser on YouTube.
Yeah. Yo.
3 months. Yes, it was 3 months ago.
Oh man, I hate that I just knew that.
Very good with
Did you hear
time.
that Breakers apparently got canceled?
It did.
Like I saw something, I don't know how true it is, but I saw something that said Breakers got is no longer in production.
That's really unfortunate. I was actually
Like,
looking forward to like a different
oh,
Dragon Ball game.
let me see if I can actually while you do whatever it is you're gonna do, I'm gonna see if I
All
can
right.
find.
Well, all right. So while he's doing that, for our second guest here is actually my brother. So y'all seen it if y'all have watched the channel before. He's in mostly my Fortnite videos, and he's also basically in the background of almost every video, one point or another. He'll be in the background. But this is GammaGamer.
I exist, fortunately.
All right. So while he's doing that, Gamma, I gotta ask you something. What
Yeah.
would it take for you to start your own channel? What would it take?
I would have to be comfortable enough and see myself as enjoyable. While at the moment, I'm not sure what would be the best way to go at it. Now, I could just, like, play a game and talk and such, and that would be interesting. But would it be entertaining is, my issue of I should start or not. So,
I
that's
mean,
why.
I'm sure it is, especially when it's like us with gamer. Like when we're playing games online, I'm sure with us, like it's really fun. So I think if you,
Yeah, but I mean, like, solo content.
I mean, you do have the PS4. There's quite a few games that you do solo content on there. That's
Right.
fun.
That's what I'm saying. But would I be entertaining enough if I was by myself playing a game?
Yeah,
Like
I'm
if I was streaming it, if I was playing a game. I'm
I'm
sure
pretty
I
sure
have a
you'd be
few games that would
entertaining.
be interesting. Yeah. Maybe I'll start it when like the new Dead by Daylight anniversary comes out, or maybe play one of the games I haven't even touched yet, like the Sniper Elite 4 or Persona 5.
Or
All right.
all right, I'm not finding anything. Like I'm not like honestly, the only thing I have that talks about it is it's just breakers is gonna be very different. Outside of that, there is nothing talked about breakers. Like I'm right now in the past week, we'll go in the past month, see what I can find. Like I'm not finding a whole lot of anything talking about Dragon Ball the Breakers in general.
All right.
That's
We'll
sad.
we'll just have to see what it is. But if it was canceled, very upsetting. I was looking forward to seeing a non-fighting Dragon Ball game.
That asymmetrical game, multiplayer one.
Yeah, the basically like Dead by Daylight but Dragon Ball game.
Yeah.
That
I
game
mean, if it's
it
just like
Except
looked
cool.
Yeah, it's just like saying that like if it's one source that said that's getting canceled, I'm not
it was the
sure.
fact that they also had like DLC planned. They didn't even have the game out and they had DLC already in the works.
And if it wasn't that, I literally don't see anything. Like the last time that actually anything got said about the Breakers, truly, according to what I found, was December 8th.
That was around the time the demo was released, I think. Was it not?
That was the
Outside of
demo.
that,
Not the demo. What's the name I'm thinking of?
The trailer,
No.
the
the
beta.
beta.
Beta. Why was I not thinking of beta? I was like, because demo wouldn't leave my head. All right.
Yeah, there's only that. The December 8th was the last time seemingly anything got said. I think either the game got canceled or they're just really not working on it.
I mean, it could be they are working on it. It could be that they're working on it and it's taken a
I'm
while.
thinking they're working on it because I think they'd come out and say, hey, we're actually canceling this game. I think it would be news that would be spread out. I wouldn't think of like, hey, this game's actually canceled, but it was said like in quiet tones, hushed tones, and all
Yeah.
that.
I feel like it would be something that we'd hear. But
Yeah, I'm sure that game would be hella fun to play, especially in a large group.
Oh yeah.
Man, if only it was cross-platform, man. I don't know what it is with Dragon Ball and not being cross-platform. The most
I
cross-platform
thought this one was confirmed to be cross-platform.
it wasn't during the beta. Maybe it will be on full release, but for beta, I don't think it was. The only cross-platform Dragon Ball game that I know of is Dokkan and Legends between Apple and iOS.
And apparently, there's a new Wars expansion pack for Xenoverse.
Yeah, they're doing a bunch of those, which is really cool. And then also, I don't know. Here's the thing: there was something on Twitter about DLC for fighters, but it was by Burkle. I forgot his name already. Burkle and Slow, and they like releasing fake content, so I don't believe it. I haven't heard anything from Nano or the Truth or Gresh, so I'm not going to be saying anything.
There's a small chance we may not be getting that, or if we are, it'll be a long one. I'm looking at some really weird rip-off things. We're not here talking about Dragon Ball stuff, are we?
Yeah, no, we're here. I mean, it's gaming. It's within the subject. We are talking about games. But, okay, so moving on to the other side, which he will actually be in the description, Cage Hauser is here to also talk about video games. And no, we are not talking about Dragon Ball. We're talking about games as a whole. That's why you see Smash Bros. On screen. Bunch of cool franchise, not like the game, just an image. Bunch of cool franchises here. And so I just wanted to start off, like, very simple is, to you guys, we'll start with Gamma first. What is one of your favorite gaming franchises as a whole? Not typically your number one, but definitely, like, one of your top three, no doubt. One of your favorite gaming franchises.
Five Nights at Freddy's.
Five Nights at Freddy's.
The lore is fun.
It's a really...
I like the lore.
I remember when that game first released, it was so cool. And I remember, like the mystery behind everything. It's like, what is this? Who's this character? And it's like,
God, I'm so old!
Yeah.
We got a bunch
2014?
Yep, I remember when we were, like, I don't know if you remember Gamma, but the first time we saw it, we were on the driveway with, like, 3 other kids, and then, our neighbor, I won't say her name, but it was our neighbor, and she brought her tablet over, and she was playing it, and so it was just 5 kids just looking at the tablet watching it. Probably playing a horror game with a tablet above concrete, not the best idea, but also we were done.
There have been worse ideas.
Alright. Now, I'm pretty sure I know this answer, but this is a new video. Hayden, what is one of your favorite franchises? One of your top 3, no doubt one of your top 3. We're not going to say number 1 because that is a bit harder. But was one of your top 3, no doubt one of your favorite franchises?
I can tell you my number 1. I'll go with my third. My third is the Silent Hill franchise. I guess tied Silent Hill, Resident Evil. It's a hard tie between those because I love both of them. I like the... I like... Have you ever actually played Silent Hill?
Silent Hill? No, I have not.
Gamma, have you ever heard of Silent Hill?
I've heard of it, and I know a ton about it. I just haven't played it. Like, I know what it is.
Good.
Yeah.
It's such a good little... It's a good franchise. Unfortunately, I think the last one, that aside for PT, which was a playable teaser, was Silent Hill Homecoming on the Xbox 360 was the last one.
Aren't they making a new horror game that's from the original creators of Silent Hill?
Maybe. I'm choking. Yeah. 2008 was whenever that one was released. Homecoming.
All right.
But yeah, the aspect of it, like the world behind it, because each game is set in its own unique time, its own uniqueness. Like 1, 2, 3, 4, and 4, and all the side ones are set in their own thing. Like my favorite one would be Shattered Memories, because that one's actually more choice based as opposed to the other ones. Makes it fun.
Also, it's called Slitterhead. That's what it's called. That's
Slitterhead?
Yeah.
That sounds...
Slitter head.
Oh, this one! Okay, I do remember this one. This one looks like a weird version of Parasite, the Maxim, combined with Silent Hill. Okay, yeah, I'm interested in this.
Slitterhead.
Yeah.
New game.
Yeah, just imagine...
Oh, yeah, I remember seeing this trailer, yeah.
Yeah, this is just Parasite.
Yeah.
Silent Hill.
Yeah, this is like... Yeah, I remember hearing about this, yeah. It looks cool. If it's like its own... I think this is not connected to the Silent Hill, right?
Most likely not. We don't know. As far as I know, let's go to the news because I actually haven't heard much.
This
about
game looks really cool.
Last time, man, there's never anything in the news. Apparently, the last time this was updated was the 10th of December. No, 23rd of December.
Was it? I'm pretty sure it was the Game Awards that we saw this. Yeah, Game Awards 2021.
Yeah, 27th of February is apparently the most recent one. I don't know why I was setting this to that, but as I can see, Slitterhead doesn't fully enter the horror genre, says games director.
Yeah, I saw that. I'm not sure about that.
We could get
thriller.
If we wanted to, we could get Silent Hill for the Xbox 360. It's not that much, only like $30.
Like Silent Hill or Silent Hill 2 and 3, the remastered collection?
I think it's the remastered collection. I mean, there's Homecoming, the collection.
Yeah, there's Homecoming, Downpour. You have 2 and 3. I think 4 is also on there. I could be wrong.
All right.
Yeah, I'll just take a quick gander while y'all are talking.
How about you, Danger?
So one of my favorite series, I don't want to. So the thing is, I don't want to say Smash Brothers because, well, yes, it is a game series. Like I want to talk about specifically a franchise. One of my favorite franchises was Sonic the Hedgehog. I really loved that game franchise, but then it was after Sonic Forces, very upset and downhill from there. I played the mobile game once, was not interested. Sonic Forces, it felt so fast and not challenging. Like, and the one thing is, like, but Sonic game's supposed to be fast. Yeah, but it's also supposed to be challenging, fast-paced. Like, if you've played any of the other Sonic games, which I have, is that they're, like, annoying and challenging the first time you play it. They're the type of games that you put down for a few days, then pick back up to try to beat it again. That's what I remember Sonic games being, and then just playing through...
Or you're just bad at video games.
No, I would say I'm fairly decent at video games, and I would try to beat challenges.
Have you ever seen this man play Yu-Gi-Oh? That kind of gives a whole lot.
Oh, see, that requires brain power. That is not his strong suit.
Hey. This is no... Alright, next subject.
Hey, it's a game. We're talking games.
Yeah.
It's on topic.
You know what? You're talking about the Yu-Gi-Oh! Master Duel. That is a video game.
It is.
It's a game that requires you to be smart and have strategy.
Nah.
I finally got
your opponent.
I finally got an amazing magician deck, and my dragon deck's pretty decent. There's a few things I could do to it. I found one good card, but I would need to craft more of it.
You gotta be able to beat my Buster Blader deck with your dragon deck, then you can call it good. Remember, my Buster Blader deck is full of a lot more bullshit than other Buster Blader decks.
Alright. So one thing I want to talk about, because I've just been crazy about it, and I've always have been crazy about it, I want to talk about racing games real quick.
Ugh.
Are you not a racing games guy?
No.
Do you not?
They're so monotonous. They're so boring.
You don't like racing games. You like Mario Kart. You like
No. Remember the arcade? Remember the arcade game you and me would play all the time? The arcade.
Yeah, because it was unrealistic. You could shoot missiles.
I didn't say. I said
vehicles.
Racing. I didn't say realistic racing. I said racing games.
Okay, but when you say racing, people imagine what's it?
No, I'm talking about like I'm talking about like Mario Kart,
Yeah,
Sonic.
Like
yeah, no, I'm not. Okay, here's the thing. I do like those. Okay, here's the thing. I do like the. What the fuck do you call it then? That's racing.
Racing, that would classify under the racing game. It's additive to racing, but it is still a classification of a racing game.
Okay, here's the thing. I actually don't mind those types of racing games. I actually liked them. I don't remember which one I played. I played definitely one of the earlier ones, but I liked it. But yeah, Mario Kart. I've always been a Mario Kart guy, from the 64 to the Wii to the Wii U to the Switch, GameCube. Me and my brother loved playing GameCube when we were little. Love Mario Kart. We didn't have a GameCube. No, someone had it and we played it. But
it was at the daycare.
Yeah, we would go there quite a few.
Too.
All right, but then, so what? Do you not like any racing games, or is there a single racing game you did like, or is it just you don't like racing games at all?
I've played racing games. I've played quite a few racing games. I just do not like them. I played Forza, Ridge Racer, Mario Kart. What was that Crash? The one that had Crash Bandicoot and all that stuff. And I do not care for racing games. Like there's just monotonous. Like take Apex or Fortnite. They're just monotonous games.
Well, going on to that, so no.
I'll argue that. I'll argue that point if you want me to. I don't care if you're Fortnite enthusiast. I'll argue my point.
Oh yeah. Well, all right. Is there any battle royales you enjoyed? I know you are not much of a battle royale man, but you would.
I have like the only time I guess you can call any of it was I think it was I think it's called Don't Think Twice or something.
Don't think twice.
I could be wrong. I don't. It's it was some PlayStation 4. Not battle royale, but it was like a survivor royale game. You drop down in four groups of 3 people, so there were 48 people on the map. Your goal was not to kill the people. Your goal was to survive. You had to go through, collect like manuscripts, stuff like that. God, this is gonna bother me. I have it on my.
I looked up "Don't Think Twice" and My Hero
That
Academia.
became a movie and a song from Kingdom Hearts.
Yeah, Kingdom Hearts
No,
popped
Don't Think
up.
Twice makes sense. Okay, and I'm not thinking. Okay, I'm gonna find it.
Don't Think Twice. I'm only singing Kingdom Hearts, which is one of the franchises I know you love a lot. So it's probably something. Yeah, it's probably something different.
Don't something. It's don't something. I'm gonna find it. But yeah, that what you do is you hop into the game and like as opposed to trying to make your way out. Like what am I saying? Don't even think. That's what it is.
Don't eat, think.
Don't even
think.
Oh, don't even think.
So basically, yeah, you grew up. I think I played it like maybe a month or so after it came out. That was the only one I kind of enjoyed because like Fortnite, you go in, you just have to be the last one standing. Same for PUBG, Apex, all those other ones. This one, you hop in with your group. You have to go collect manuscripts like Slender-esque thing, but you're being hunted by another player who plays as a werewolf. There are 3 werewolves in the map, if I remember right. And the werewolves are near impossible to kill, but they can kill you in like 2 or 3 hits. You have to worry about that, you have to worry about food, and you have to worry about clothing. So it's more of it's a survivor royale game that after a certain amount of time, if you get all the manuscripts, you go to a specific point, and you have like 5 minutes, and who all makes it to this point within that 5 minutes wins the round. If you don't, you'd lose.
I see it. Yeah, it looks cool.
It's fun. That was the one I kind of enjoyed. I liked playing as a werewolf. It was so fun. But added a whole lot to it because it wasn't just go pick up this weapon, shoot that person. It's okay, I need to go get this thing, but I need food. So do I want to go get this item or get food so I survive?
It looks like a really cool game. Yeah. So, survival games. I love survival games. I really like survival games. Like one of the first times that we played a survival game was Minecraft, and I'm sure quite a few people played that as their first survival game. But it's like it's a pretty. It was we haven't played it in a while, but it was really fun. I remember having a lot of fun playing it in the beginning.
Minecraft is
fun fact: me and my brother have never actually fully beaten the Ender Dragon.
Same.
We still have not done that. I know we could, we just haven't because it's so. We usually drop the game when we get like halfway through being able to do so.
Yes, I go through it. I get like halfway. Like I was streaming it maybe a year or so ago and got quite a ways in. I had diamond. I had everything to go to the Nether, but I just randomly got bored and decided to start building. And I have a massive world now.
There's 2 types of people: those who fall to the boredom and those who push through and actually beat it. There's the because I mean it's just you get close to beating it and it's like, I'm kind of like not wanting to play it right now, but it's like it's a curse. We want to beat it, but we feel like not beating it when we get there. It's fighting us. It's fighting us.
You know, it's a good survival game, like honest good survival game.
Does it start with an F?
If you're thinking of the forest,
yes. Okay.
Well, one that's to the T. It's not forest. It's the
right.
forest.
Correct. My bad.
Texas. I know you can spell, but still. But have you played the game Green Hell or heard of it?
Heard of it.
I don't think I've even heard of that. Hold on.
Power
Yeah,
of
what do you
Google.
know? What do you know about Green Hell?
Hang on, I'm gonna have to read a Google summary real quick. It's published
Hey,
by...
that's cheating. You said
Hey,
you
you
heard of it. That's what you knew.
No, well, I've heard of it, but I need a refresher.
Well, that's why. Now you're just gonna tell me what you read. I could have told you that
No,
anyway.
literally- Okay, well then tell me anyway. Tell me what it's about. Because from what I've seen, yeah, I've heard of it, but I haven't even seen gameplay of it. All I heard was like, hey, there's this game called Green Hell. It's a survival game.
Oh,
and then that was
you
that.
played this. I saw you play this.
I have. And good God, is that the hardest survival game I've ever played?
Yeah.
No, the hardest survival game is life. That's the real hard.
Here's the thing. You know how many times I've died? I died in the Green Hell? More times than I've died IRL.
This. Yeah, I remember I joined like 2 of your streams of you playing this. Nope.
Yeah, it was such a hard game because it's so realistic. You have to deal with warmth, cold, bugs, rashes, food, drink,
Wasn't this-
madness,
oh.
shelter.
Is this game multiplayer?
Yes.
I
My buddy and I were
You know
playing
what?
it.
I'm starting to remember this game. Yeah, like there's these leech things. Yeah, okay, I'm remembering this game now. Like more than just you playing it. I actually remember some people that I watched actually play this game. Okay, I'm remembering this. Yeah, there's these like tribes, and they shoot like certain darts and arrows. Yeah, these spear dudes. Yeah.
So
alright.
hard. It was so hard. It's such an achievement whenever you beat it. In any mode, even the easiest modes are.
Apparently, it's
Such
also a
an
movie
achievement.
from 1940 called Green Hell. I don't know what it is.
Green Hill Zone.
Is it really?
Yeah, there's a movie called Green Hell from 1940. I don't know what it is.
I'm gonna look up this.
That's
Oh,
what the
there it
game's based
is.
off of.
Not sure what it is.
Is Green Hell based on a movie?
I mean, look at what the movie's about.
What I'm to do. You guys go into your conversation. I'm gonna sit
Okay.
here and
All right. So I feel like for the next genre of games, RPGs. What is all right? So Gamma, what is an RPG you really enjoy like playing? We haven't played too many, but we've played quite a few. We've played a handful.
But one of yours is probably Pokemon.
Funny. Okay, does Legend of Zelda count as one? Like Breath
Yeah.
of the Wild?
yeah, say
Like I feel like Breath of the Wild does,
RPG.
and if it does, yeah, because I mean you can choose how your ending ends. You can end the game immediately, complete the entire game, and complete it. Like you can choose different paths of how you beat the game. You can choose what
it
you want
counts.
to or don't do. Yeah, so I really want to play the game again. I really want to play it.
Well, I'm gonna try playing Persona 5, so I'll come back to
good
this
luck.
question.
Okay.
good luck.
Yeah, I saw like I was scrolling on YouTube once, and one of the recommended was like all boss fights in Persona 5, and it was 18 hours long.
Jeez.
Yeah, is it? Yeah, you could play through it. I have my brother-in-law played through it, and was like 84 hours in, but only was like 20% through with the story.
Big game.
Oh, good God!
I better really hyperfixate on it if I want to get through it.
Yeah, you're gonna need to convince
I
yourself.
own it. I haven't beat it. I haven't even started because my roommate played it, and it was I think he said it was like 130 hours. It was maybe I don't even know the percentage, but it was some very low percentage that he had put in,
No,
and
go ahead.
it just did not equate. So I was not for it. I
I've
own
already
it, but
spent
I'll
too
play
much-
eventually.
I spent too much money on other games that have like limited time events. I can't invest in that. Got games like Dead by Daylight, Fortnite.
Well, okay,
just
to be
other
fair,
things
we
too.
play that a lot though. It's like there's not too much, but we play it like all the time though. So it
Yeah.
does like the thing is what you don't do what I've been doing, and I've learned like after a year of playing this, I need breaks from the game. You took a
Yeah,
break.
I
You
took
took a
a
break.
long
Yeah,
break.
you took a entire week break from Fortnite, which is a good thing. Like, you gotta take breaks from those type of games for playing. I've been playing for 3 years now, and I remember for the first year I played it like almost every single day. And I remember the longest I ever didn't play it on like my like year one. The longest I didn't play it was 1 week. So yeah, it's definitely a game that I like needed to take a break from. So that's like one thing. People should take breaks from certain games that they play a lot and they do enjoy, because eventually you're gonna play it beyond what you really feel like playing, and that's gonna get tedious to play. You don't want to play it anymore. I think Legends is also like one of my current things that work with that. Like Legends, I get on, I do my dailies, and then I get off. And I've been doing that for a few days now. But it's like, I'm not super consistent because there's nothing like crazy in the game that I really enjoy. So it's like, I'm taking a break from it.
That's fair. That's why I like Duncan.
What's a game that you... We'll start with Gamma. Gamma, what's a game that you like taking breaks from? Like, that you'll drop for a while? I know that you're pretty bad at doing that.
Any game, really. You need breaks from games.
Yes, but I mean, like, a small... Like, because, okay. What you do is you'll play a game for, like, 3 months straight, and then not touch it for another 3 months. Like, you hyperfixate on a game and then drop it. I feel like Fortnite's the only one that you do that for.
Yeah,
that you don't really...
I do that.
Yeah.
I do that for all the games. I was gonna say, you know what's a better question to ask? What game you recommend? That'd be a better question.
To just anyone?
Well, like, yeah, just like
let's go to Hauser real quick. What is the game that you take breaks from playing but you still play?
Ask me a question. What I still play?
Like, that you still play, but then you'll take breaks from time to time as to not tire yourself out from it.
Sir, there's no answer to that thing. I play games. I don't take breaks, and man, I've played this one 4 or 5 different times. I'll be like, alright, I beat this game. The entirety of this game. I'm gonna go to something else.
Oh, so you play through everything, yeah. You are...
I'm very...
Yeah, like, whenever you, like...
completionist?
Yeah, whenever he jumps into Resident Evil, he does, like, 5 streams and gets so much done during them. He
We'll take... Like, right now, I'm playing on my own the Mass Effect Trilogy. I'm on the PlayStation 4. I put so many. I actually went and logged on to my Xbox 360 the other day to actually see the time that was on it. And, one single game that was a Mass Effect, I have 8 games, but my best one was 65 hours.
No, jeez.
Is that
Yeah.
What is that?
It's a dog.
Why does it sound like someone just going, bro?
You know what? Once again, not the first time someone said that. But, okay.
But, so yeah, I just play through, like, so I'm playing Mass Effect now. I'm going to be streaming Resident Evil 0 again. Probably tomorrow, depends on the weather.
What is Resident Evil 0? I've never heard of a Resident Evil 0.
Alright,
Resident Evil 0 is the prequel to Resident Evil. So I'm gonna go, you know, are you gonna beat the game Danger?
Which one?
Resident Evil, just in general.
I want to, yes. Oh, it's literally called Resident Evil 0. Yeah, it's okay.
Yeah, dude. Okay, he's stupid.
Well, okay. Here's the thing. I don't know if it's just called Resident Evil and it's like it is 0. Anyway.
That one's a fair one because you don't typically hear games like, "Hey, what game is this?" Oh, I'm playing Digimon Zero, so that one I'm not gonna.
Like if it's called Resident Evil and it's a prequel, it's called Resident Evil 0, even though it's not called Resident Evil 0. All right, I'm gonna stop looking at this so I don't get spoiled.
That's what I was to ask, because I can go into the details of it. But...
Yeah, I do want to play the games. The only one that I've been completely spoiled on is Resident Evil Village, and that was it. I have not been completely...
Village is so fun. I love Village so much.
It looks so good. I want to play my game. So wait, how many times did you play it?
10 times.
Jeez. I was like, hold on. Did I hear that correctly?
I've sped run it. I played through it the first time to a stream that maybe took me 8 hours, 8 to 10 hours at most. Second time, whenever I got stuff, I threw it again on an easier mode and just started playing through and did it. And now I can speed run it. And I did the math. If you take care of load times, I have about, like, my best speed run is 1 hour and 40 minutes in Resident Evil 8.
Jeez.
I'm not proud of it. I love the game, but I am not proud. I don't like speedrunning.
All right. Well, I'm gonna see what the dog is real quick. But all right. So to answer the question, I guess Gamma, go ahead and start with what game you'd recommend to people and why, and then go to Hauser, and then I should be back by then.
Okay. Well, the game that I would recommend is Hollow Knight. It's a Metroidvania platformer that has very great visuals and incredibly good music. Gameplay is very well controlled and such. It's very much challenging, so if you want a challenge, that's what you want to do. But
I remember seeing this. I was reminded of the game Brainworld. Have you heard of that one?
isn't it like with a little like white kind of creature, kind of like a ferret?
Yeah, weird little white ferret thingy in a
Yeah,
gorgeously aesthetic world.
yeah, like everything's trying to eat you or something.
Yeah, that was a very pretty game. I haven't played Hollow Knight.
Highly recommend it. Very fun.
I'm not a big fan of side scrollers, honestly.
Mm. No, that's fair. Not a lot of people are a fan of this or that, so
All right.
very much up to the person.
I heard Hollow Knight. What was the other one?
No, we
Right,
haven't done. We're sitting here talking Brainworld.
Yeah,
Wait, what?
it's just a game similar. It's a different game.
Oh.
Brainworld is a game you play with a weird little ferret thing whose family got left behind by its family, I believe. Either that or you're the dad. It's been a couple of years since I've seen it. But I think you're like the parent of this family. You have to go get back with your family. But you're in a world where everything
Oh.
tries to kill you.
This one, yeah.
It was such a gorgeous little game. Yeah, it's so gorgeous. Like, honestly, for what it is, whereas, like, if you look at the main thing, the weird little ferret thing, you would not expect this game to look as gorgeous as it does. Slug cats. That's what they're called. Slug cats. I don't like that.
Rainworld, yeah. Okay, I knew I saw someone play. Yeah, geez, 5 years ago, I watched Mark
Yeah.
play this.
Same.
Yeah, so
I need to play it. I wonder if it's on PlayStation. I just want to see
Probably.
the aesthetics of it. Oh wait, do I have to recommend a game now?
well, I mean, yeah, just any.
if you
So
want to.
any for any person, just what is a game you would want to recommend? Like, someone asks, "Hey, is there any new games that you know of that are really good?" And just they don't know any games that you're about to recommend.
When it comes down to newer ones, there's not a lot of the new ones I would personally recommend, at least at the moment, from what I've played. I mean, Final Fantasy Origins is one, but you have to be into the Final Fantasy to be truly into that. But one of them I could see any person getting into is the Mass Effect trilogy, the entire Mass Effect 1, 2, and 3.
Mm.
Theoretically, there's nothing wrong with Andromeda, so that one's another one too. But because Mass Effect trilogy is done, that'd be a fun one. Have either of you two ever played Mass Effect?
No, it's one of those games that
but
I've
we know
wanted
plenty
to.
about it.
I've
Okay.
wanted to play it.
So, for those who ever listen to this on Dangerous thing, the Xtreme thing, Mass Effect is what I would call it's like an actual role-playing game. Choices you make can determine everything. Like, you could save one character, I'm not going to say who, but you can save a character in the first game, play through the second game, not see them, go to a third game, complete a side quest, and in completing said side quest, that character you saved in the first one will make an appearance to save another character that would be killed in normal situations. And it's such a good thing because of that right there. There's small little details. Like I'm playing through it right now, and I'm about to be on the third one. I gotta beat one DLC, then I'm gonna go hop into the third one. But it's just so small details that you can pay attention to. Like someone says a joke, a rude insult in the first one, and in the second one, it'll be like, "Hey, do you remember that time you said this to me?" It's so immersive. It's so good. I honestly have not played a trilogy better than Mass Effect.
Mm.
Aren't they making a new one?
They are. Mass Effect 4 has been confirmed. I am so excited because it follows what happens in the trilogy.
I remember hearing that.
2024? Oh my god!
I mean, hey, if it's delayed that much, it's probably a good game. Or they announced it as soon as they just started.
It got announced like earlier this year.
Yeah.
March 9th, but we could easily be waiting until 2024 or 25 at the earliest.
Yeah.
I need a PS5 because it's only next gen. Damn you!
Yeah. Even consoles have power creep. Even consoles.
Oh, I don't doubt it. Like, there's some my PlayStation 4. I'm running a Gen 1 PlayStation 4 that wheezes whenever I play like Elden Ring or stuff like that. It's yeah.
Starts coughing and wheezing.
Our PS4 turns into an airplane anytime we try to play a Doom or a game long enough.
I mean, as long as it doesn't overheat, it's fine. Like, the only time mine's ever had overheating problems was in the winter, because where I had it set up whenever I was doing my streams and stuff, I had a heater like 6 foot away. The heat was apparently getting just enough into a corner that I was hitting my PlayStation, and the PlayStation was actually overheating. But that's the first time it's ever done that.
It starts glowing red from heating up too much.
I didn't know it did that. And it actually has a red line that if it overheats. I'd never seen it. It was so weird.
Oh, I was talking about it sets red as like 2,000 degree knife challenge. I was being dumb. Is that actually a thing?
Yeah, like, you know how it has the blue light on it?
Yeah. Oh, it actually does. Oh, I was just trying to be dumb. That's okay. Cool.
Yeah, it legitimately overheats and burns red. And for whatever weird reason, the aesthetic of the red looks so much cooler than the blue.
It just turns into a Decepticon because you heated me up too much. You're supposed to take care of me. Why?
And apparently it's called the red line of death. But that means mine overcame death.
Well, the red ring of death is for the Xbox.
This is called the red line.
The red line of it's red line of death. Okay.
Yeah,
That's because whenever. Yeah, it's because whenever that happens, it's like at the point of no return.
Not sure if our Wii U's at the point of no return, because it turns on, it boots up, and then it shuts off. Not sure if it's dead or if it can be fixed. I don't know what the problem is.
It can probably be fixed. If it can turn on, it can probably
It's been broken for years.
It can probably be fixed.
It'll be fine.
I mean, I took mine to my disk drive went out. I took it to GameStop and they fixed it. They fixed it and cleaned it for $70.
Oh, that's a line that I didn't even know that.
Yeah.
Huh. Cool.
That's what it looks like, and I was just so weird. But I looked at it like that looks so much cooler than a blue line. Wonder what would happen. I want to see what a red PlayStation logo looks like.
Oh,
yeah, Mass Effect to be my thing.
All right.
Great trilogy.
So,
hey, brother, what would you recommend?
Mass Effect, Hollow Knight. I honestly think for a really good game, any of the Legend of Zelda games, or one of the early Pokemon. For like a starter game, Legend of Zelda or Pokemon's a really good starter game. Mario's cool. I've kind of moved away from platformers. I still love Mario. Do not get me wrong. Love Mario. But I still really think for a massive game, and because Mario's kind of like just doing the same level, just a few different obstacles. Eventually, like Mario 3D, so the 3D platform Mario games and the Mario Maker, really fun games. But after you play the 2D platforms for a little while, you get like used to them. I remember me and my brother would he was the speed run of those games. He was the speedrunner, but eventually I got used to it. And so we would just be like at the very young age, we were able to speed run the entire game.
Tell me, what do you guys think about I'm about to send? Like, tell me, what do you think of that? Why does that look so much better than an actual PlayStation logo?
I do really like that, but also it's because I like the red and black aesthetics.
It looks so much better. Like, I'm looking at an actual logo. I'm looking at the original one. But why does it look so much better?
I think that the original looks better because it's like the contrast of the red for Nintendo, the
I was about to say that. Yeah, it's like when you think blue console, PlayStation, green console, Xbox, red station, Nintendo. It's like when you think of these different
station.
Like I meant like stations as in like companies. It's like when you think of these different like colors of gaming, you see each of them. So I feel like PlayStation is there we go. Yeah, I really like that logo.
Yeah, that's PlayStation 1. I actually booting up my PlayStation 2 the other day and had fun playing some old PlayStation games. But either of you two, what's the oldest you two have actually gone back and played, like game-wise?
The oldest game that we've gone back to and played.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think what's older than Pokemon 1. That I've played.
The original Mario Bros.
Pac-Man?
Oh, okay. I didn't realize. Like, okay, that means you've played like the old ones. I'm thinking like the older ones, like PlayStation era stuff prior to that.
Oh, okay.
Oh.
Older PlayStation.
No, I'm just saying like older stuff. Like that's what I was imagining. I didn't know whenever.
So fun fact, we grew up on a lot of old games. Whenever new games came out, like a while back, like 2015 was the first year we got a game within the year it actually came out. We always were playing older games that we were either passed down to us, was given to us from a friend, a gift. Like, it was always older games. We were never given a brand new game. And even, like, to this day, we've never gotten, like, Elden Ring. That's probably the first game that we got that was brand new on release. And I still haven't played it since I streamed it last, like, a month ago.
I want to play it, but I know if I do, I'll never put it down.
It's easily to put down because you'll play it for a while, you'll get stuck on a boss, and then you'll be like, well, fuck. And then you never want to turn it on for a couple days, and then you come back.
Yeah, I'll start streaming it again soon at some point. And now it's
I beat it the other day, and
now it's on camera, so now I gotta do it.
I finally beat it, and now I don't have to play it again for a while, so that's why I'm on Mass Effect.
But yeah, so honestly, this year's like the most like Elden Ring and then Yu-Gi-Oh! Master Duel. Like those, I played those.
When did Master Duel release? I feel like that was released last year.
It was. I'm saying I played it within a small time, like a month or two.
Okay.
I didn't play it on release. I played it when it was new, and then like Elden Ring was already it wasn't a month old, but it was like 2 weeks old by the time that I got it.
January 19th is when Master Duel came out. Interesting.
Yeah, and then I got it like I think a month ago, so it was already like a month old by the time I got it.
What are you guys' thoughts on horror games?
I love them, but it really depends on like what the horror aspect of the game is.
I
like,
love watching them. Like I love watching people like Markiplier, Fusion Z, Jacksepticeye. I love people playing the games. I like playing them myself. Not crazy about it. The most I've ever gone into a horror game is actually FNAF 1. We got it on the Switch, and I played it for like 3 hours to fully complete the main story. It took me 3 hours. It was so annoying. I was so tired and scared. Literally, Bonnie, like, going to a camera and Bonnie just looking at the camera literally made me jump. It was so fucking annoying.
Back in the day, Five Nights at Freddy's used to be good because the atmosphere of it made you feel afraid. The aesthetic, too. Everything about it made you actually feel...
Like, that's... Dude, I literally was talking about, like, the new FNAF... Like, okay, I was literally telling my friends, and Gamma was there. I was like... I don't like the newest FNAF game. Not because the characters are not well written, not because the game doesn't look fun, not because it's not scary. None of those. It's just, it's different. You're in this happy playtime place. These animatronics look like more joyful than the toy animatronics did, and those were actually still scary. And now it's like you know how to easily beat them. You could just avoid them and whatnot.
You, sir, do not... You say that it don't look scary. You, sir, do not understand what it's like to see Roxy barreling at you. And knowing you can't escape.
I mean, to be fair, a lot of people want Roxy burling at them, so, like...
Alright, calm down.
Hey.
But
I like the old
Security
FNAF.
Breach is my favorite one. Security Breach is my favorite one. I like the open world of it. It was so fun. I put too many hours into that one.
I really like Pizza Simulator. I think that's really cool. And the original
Pizzeria Simulator.
Yeah.
Not Pizza Simulator.
Pizzeria. Sorry.
Pizzapopolis. It's all the same word.
Sorry, forgot the diarrhea part in it. My bad. Anyway, but okay. So one thing I want to talk about before. Oh wait, hold on. All right. So actually, okay, we can stay on horror games for a second. Horror games. What is Hayden? What's one of your favorite horror games? You play a lot.
I do play a lot. I got
You
a
were
PlayStation thing.
out of like everyone in like the like group that we're in. I feel like you're definitely the horror guy among everyone.
Dude, I love horror. It's the only thing that makes me feel anything anymore.
You're the horror guy among us.
Among Us. I'm gonna say a controversial thing since I know you two. Dead by Daylight is not a horror game.
Yeah, no,
Yeah,
that's
no.
fair.
I agree with it.
I've seen a lot of people argue that like it's one of the best horror games, and that game
No.
is not a horror game.
No, if it's a
Thriller at best.
Yeah, if it's like a
Even better.
multiplayer game, you gotta really define if it's a horror game or not.
It's
Like,
more.
if
I
you're
mean, it's
playing-
more like a. Okay, I'm gonna say this. It's more like a party game.
It is.
It's more like
It's
a
a party game
It's a
that's-
fun game, and it can be
it's
scary. I'm
spooky.
not saying it can't. It can be scary. There are things where they can jump out from behind you and capture you and whatnot with like dead silence. But it's like, it can be
Worse-
scary, but it's not horror.
Worst part I feel like they should have done is made it all first person instead of having the humans be third person and the hunter be first person. Make it all first person, then it could have been more.
Then it would have been more scary. Yeah, still not horror, but still scary. Yeah. One thing is.
Honestly, a fun.
Go ahead.
Man, I'm looking at a lot of them. Like I'm sitting here looking through, like I'm like Little Nightmares, Outlast.
There's
let's
so
see,
many
Alien
good ones.
Isolation.
Okay, let's make it
Co-op,
easier. Let's make it
Song of
easier
Horror.
because there's so many good ones. What's one of your favorites? What's one of your favorites?
That's what I'm trying to decide on. That's the
Still,
thing.
man, you can't even choose like a top 10 and figure out where.
Dude, I have so many horror games
Alright.
I've played that I love that I love. You two talk. I'll be back.
All right,
in a second.
Gamma. What is one of your favorite? I'm pretty sure it's the same answer. What's one of your favorite horror games?
Probably Five Nights at Freddy's.
Five Nights at Freddy's. Yeah, love that.
Five at Freddy's.
Love the game and the story and whatnot. Nostalgia,
Five Nights at
definitely.
Apple fritters.
My favorite.
But yeah, one thing me and my friends were talking about is what if we got like not FNAF. Jeez, what if we got FNAF VR, guys? Wouldn't that be cool? Wouldn't it be cool if we got a FNAF VR game? That'd be really cool. Gosh, what if we got Dead by Daylight in VR? Imagine how horrifying that would be. And you have to keep you have to work on. You have to be looking at the gen to work on it, but you also need to check your surroundings. But you can't mess up, so you have to keep working on it. What I imagine it would be is to fix it. Like you could work on other things to help, but like it's like you have to pull switches. Like you know the skill checks, Gamma. You have to pull a lever like during the skill check, and so it's like
I feel like you just have. I'm just saying. I feel like you just have to move your hand to like a certain circle that would appear, and like the circle would start shrinking.
I imagine it like with skill checks, you have to either pull a lever or push a button. And so you'd have to not mess up because if you like, let's say it's lever and then you push the button, it like messes up. Or if you miss the skill check, but then you also need to watch your surroundings, but you also need to not look away so you don't mess it up. I mean, I feel like that would definitely make a more of a horror game. It still would be thriller because I still don't think it would be horror, but I think it could still be good for thriller. All right, next. All right.
So I think I'm stuck between the Outlast franchise as the top horror.
Yeah.
Soma being another one that was really good with what it did, and Amnesia.
I could have gotten Outlast a little bit ago, but instead I got Super Elite thing. Probably should have consulted, but you know.
Those are all those are some good horror games I love. Like I said, Alien Isolation, and that one's a good one. Like Danger, who always says he's gonna play it and never does.
I'll play it.
Knows the thrill of trying to play it. You go into a room like later on. I'm gonna tell you later on. Have you actually seen the end of the game, Danger?
No, funny enough, I keep trying to watch Markiplier play it. I get into the game and then I stop watching it, and then I'll keep going back. But it's like at this point, since I'm actually gonna I don't want to play it, but I do, but I don't. I'm trying to stall as long as I can, but I'm gonna be playing it. So.
I will be right back.
Environmental thing?
Not an environmental. Yeah, it's not story. I wouldn't consider story spoiler. It's environmental spoiler.
For what?
Alien
For
Isolation.
Oh, okay. Like, are you talking about, like, is this part of your thing of, like, the horror game? Are you want to talk about it?
No. This is something that happens later on in Alien Isolation.
Oh.
but it's not. But I don't know how it would technically be classified, because if I say this doesn't ruin the story because you can put 2 and 2 together, but at the same time, some people think it could ruin the story.
All right, I guess maybe just for safe, don't say it, but
I'll sing it for your sake.
okay.
That's why I wasn't gonna say, because I didn't know if you wanted me to say it and ruin the fun or not. But having the xenomorph just close, like especially. You haven't made it to the xenomorph, have you?
No, because I found this dumb white vent.
Oh,
We were in call.
Can't even see.
Okay, y'all. If y'all don't understand what's going on, I basically was stuck and I couldn't figure out where to go. In a room, if you look down at your feet, there's literally a white square with green arrows on it. It is right there, and all you have to do is click on it to open it. I didn't look down because gamers don't look up and down. You only look left and right and forward. And so I didn't look down, so I didn't see it. And so I was looking around the room. I was like, this is the dead end. This is where it leads. I'm looking around the room for something on the tables or the walls. It's on the floor. It's right there. It's been there.
I can't say the fun then. I'm not going to say and ruin the fun, but that's a good one. Outlast is another good one. You have the fear of constant dread. You never know where it's going to come from. Alien Isolation does it a lot better. Because obviously you run from an alien in the game. That's obvious. But
and then you have a beeper. I know you have like a beeper, and it's nearby, but you don't know exactly where. You just know like the direction of area where it is, and then eventually it could just be right on top of you, and you don't know where it is. The beeper can be right on you.
If you have the good headphones, you can hear it.
Just
you can like hear it crawling around. You can hear it walking near you. Like you can hear it. It makes the suspense so much more because it's right there.
And then also it takes your mic. It can take your mic and hear.
Can that one actually?
It can, yeah. There's a joke. I'll have to see if my brother can find it or if I can. But there's a really funny one. Let me see if I could find it. I think it would. Did he put it in memes? They post memes a lot, so I'm sure I can't find it.
That.
Yeah, I can't find it. It's really funny though. But yeah, it looks really scary and fun.
Yeah, once you get to the actual thrill of it, because right now you're in like the boring, bland part.
Yeah.
Like once you actually get further along, then you'll be realizing like, oh god, I had no reason to be afraid of anything earlier. Now I have a reason to be afraid.
Alright.
Yeah, I love horror.
What is one of your favorite consoles, and then what was your first console?
First console was the original Nintendo. My dad had me play that whenever I was younger. Like I played Contra, Mario. I remember I played Punch Out.
I feel like Punch Out was one of those, like it was like the sports Wii of the Wii, the Mii Sports. I feel like the Punch Out was the Mii Sports. Like almost everyone had it. Not everyone, but almost everyone had it.
Yeah, that was I know that, but it's been so long. Like I know it's like old Nintendos, because like Nintendo was my first console. I can't tell you which, but I know it was old Nintendo. Playing like.
Can you play NES games on the SNES? No. No, I don't think so.
With an adapter.
Okay, with an adapter, yeah. Because I was like, I remember you were able to do that, but also the cartridges aren't the same though. So I was like, I don't remember if you could or not.
I think it's one of those weird cartridges that some of them have, like how Game Boy has like DS. You can play stuff like that, like Game Boy Advance. You can play in like Game Boy Color and stuff like that.
And then you would put DS1 into DSi and DSi into 3DS.
Yeah, stuff like that.
That was cool.
My favorite console is PS2. Without a doubt, PS2 is the best console. I think it's actually still is considered the best console.
So there's two answers to this. There was the first console we played and the first console we owned. So at the time, the first console we ever played was the N64, but that was our dad's, and our dad was not with our mom. So that was the first game we played. But the first console we ourselves actually owned was the Wii, because our dad got the Wii, and it was really fun. He had Mario Kart and Sports, like the Wii, the Mii Sports. Loved those games. And then eventually, I don't remember who got it for us, but we got our own. I don't remember if it was our dad or not. But we got the Wii, and it was so much fun. We played it every single day. We got Mario Galaxy. We got so it was Mario Bros. Wii, Mario Galaxy, Mario Kart, and Mario Mii Sports. And if for y'all to understand, those were like you could be entertained for so long with those if y'all played those games. They were so much fun, man. We don't have a Wii anymore, and I miss it. But like it was so much fun. We never got a GameCube game to play on the Wii. We knew we could, we just never got one. And I honestly like we never had the ability at any point to play a GameCube whenever we want. Because again, like we played GameCube, but it's like all we played was Mario Kart Double Dash.
All right, unless this is wrong, PS2 is the best-selling console of all time at 155 million overall.
Wait, what was that?
PlayStation 2. Nintendo DS as a company is Nintendo's highest best-selling at 154.2 million. Outside of Nintendo's own consoles, only PS4 and PlayStation 2 have outsold Nintendo's.
Funny enough, we had a DS and we lost it within a year. We were kids though. We were little kids.
I'm gonna be controversial. What would you say is the best handheld of all time?
Best handheld of all time.
Yeah.
Ooh. Oh man.
I don't know if it's your show, but I'm asking the questions now.
I mean, that's fine. Oh, that's a hard one. Okay. I think can the 3DS play DS games?
Yes.
I know it can play DSi. Can it play DS? Okay, so 3DS is already like up there. I know Switch is handheld, right? The battery doesn't last too long. Yes, it can be handheld. It doesn't last that long handheld. Like, that's one of the things. Like, usually, you know, like, unless you're going out of your way to buy the extended battery, but then that also means you need an extra, like, battery backpack thing on it. But the DS, you don't. The 3DS, you don't. So it's between, like... And, like, the Game Boys and Colors were really fun. But then... Okay, I think it's got to be the 3DS. I think for a handheld console, I think the 3DS is the best console because there was so much you could do with it for a single console, and its battery life actually lasted a long time. If the Switch lasted longer or as long, I would say without a doubt the Switch. But because of the so small amount of battery it has and compared, I think the DS is better. Because the DS you can have run for an entire day, no problem. But the Switch, you can play for like 2 hours, and then it's out of battery.
Yeah. You and I are going way different things. Way different things.
What's your best console? Like handheld?
PlayStation Portable.
PlayStation Portable. Here's the thing. I have had zero experience with the PlayStation Portable. Have not even seen one in person.
Dude,
so...
my PlayStation Portable's in my hand at the moment. Like, I'm not even kidding. I'll take you a picture. Because my PlayStation Portable is literally right in front of me.
Yeah, I mean...
PlayStation Portable, I'll argue, is the best handheld to ever be in this world. It's better than DS. It's better than Switch. Like, as a handheld, the Portable was ahead of its time and is the best. Because, let me, what do you know about a PlayStation Portable? That's a PlayStation Portable, by the way.
Bro, why it looks so dusty?
Because I've had this thing for 10 years.
Dude, just take a napkin and gently brush it. Just blow on it.
You can't! That's a second screen!
Oh, okay. All that's underneath. Got it. Okay.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not gonna complain. It still does well. It lasted longer than my other ones.
If y'all don't, for y'all who's listening, it looks like you could blow on it and so much stuff would fly off, but it's under the second screen, so we can't get rid of it.
Yeah, it's just old. Like I said, I think I got this. God, 2008. No, 2008. I was in 8th grade. I was in 7th grade whenever I got that. That would have been like 2013. 2012 was when I got this. Yeah, the thing's about 10 years old. But, let me just take out my game really quick. That way it doesn't start it. I was playing Kingdom Hearts in there earlier, because of course. But the PlayStation Portable had much more to it than like a DS did, because this was the first one that had internet capabilities. You can go to like YouTube, you can watch movies, because PlayStation Portable had UMDs, which are Universal Media Discs, which you could watch movies on. Like a internet browser, you can get games straight from the PlayStation Network onto the portable. You can listen to music, cameras, comics. The portable had so much more to it, and then in my opinion, like the power of the console itself was only finally got close when the 3DS came out.
So it was like a long time running then.
Yeah, then they went into the PS Vita, and the Vita was pretty much just touchscreen PSP, but it didn't work well. Had PlayStation went working, we probably could have had the equivalent of PlayStation 3s in our hands, or 4s, because this thing here was, like I said, it was. I'd say honestly, some of the games from what I've seen, like versus like 3DS versus PSP, the PSP took it in like more powerful handheld. And then the Vita, of course, is just like a connection between the PlayStation 4 and portable. So it just played PlayStation 4 games. They're not going to count that because it's just porting PlayStation 4 games. Yeah, PlayStation Portable. But that is not my favorite handheld. I'll argue it's the best handheld to ever be made because it was so ahead of its time. Like, I'm going to send you a game. I'm going to send you a link to a game that has some of the thing.
One thing I can see is, like, we have Switch. We have, like, the new Switch OLED, which, okay, it's not crazy upgraded compared to the original Switch. Like, that's definitely something that if you only get if you have the money and really want it. But the Switch is already good. We've had our Switch, like, since I think it was, like, maybe a year old by the time we got it. I think the Switch was about a year old when we got it. So we've had it since then. No really problems with the Switch.
I just sent you an ending thing of like one of my favorite PlayStation Portable games. You can watch that now or watch it later. These are some of the cutscenes you can see in the thing, which is why it makes me believe it's more thing. You don't have to, but that was crossing my mind before I forgot.
If I start it, it'll play on the audio, so I'm not going to, but I will listen to it later. But one thing is I feel like with us having the now also the Steam Deck, which is a real thing. When I first saw it, it looked fake. But it's a real thing. You can play Steam games portably. I could definitely see us getting like an X screen and a PSP3. I could definitely see something like that happening.
Unfortunately, I think Sony's gone away from the handhelds because right now, console Sony takes the cake for like actual console. Nintendo takes the cake for handhelds. I will admit to that now because PlayStation stopped developing.
The problem is nobody can really get their hands on a PlayStation 5 for Sony gaming, and then Sony movies. I've not like I like Morbius took a massive fall, and so I feel like I don't know, man. Sony's not doing too good right now. They're
not, but
here's what I'm doing. I acknowledge them. And hopefully Microsoft can buy them.
PlayStation is more likely to buy Microsoft before it can buy than Microsoft buying Sony.
Man, one thing is I just wish someone would buy Valve so we get Portal 3.
We're never getting Portal 3.
I know we're not. Literally the people the creative Portal 3 said, "Man, I really want to make a Portal 3. We're not getting any younger." And it's like, "Man, why? Why won't anyone help this man make Portal 3? Why does nobody want it? Everyone wants it. Apparently no game developers or big company do."
Man. PlayStation Portable. I need to go play it. After I got so many games I need to play. Like I'm in the mood to play.
Yeah.
I need more than one me. I'm sitting here watching my thing for Final Fantasy, the thing I sent you watching. It's like, oh my god! I scroll down a little more, I see one of the Silent Hill thing. It's like, oh my god! I see Final Fantasy 15. Oh my god! So many games. So little time. And I beat all of them like 4 times over, but still.
Yeah, it's cool. Like one thing is like, yeah, I was looking at the games on the Nintendo and I was like, man, I remember playing Breath of the Wild. I want to play Breath of the Wild. Man, Mario Kart's fun. I really want to play Mario Kart. Man, Smash Bros is cool. I really want to play Smash.
I like the difference between your Nintendo love versus my Sony love. Because all thing
I
just
mean,
says
that's what I
like,
grew
"Hey,
up
you wanna
playing
play?"
with.
Oh, I know. That's what I grew up playing on the PlayStation. Like I started with Nintendo. I saw a meme that was you can't call yourself a true gamer unless you went in this exact order: PlayStation 2, Xbox 360, PlayStation 4.
I'll
And I
be,
saw that like, wait a minute. That's what I did.
I'll be right back one second. I guess just talk about whatever game you want.
Oh.
Also, I'm back.
Oh,
Okay,
great!
well-
You heard me talking about how PlayStation Portable is better than anything Nintendo has produced.
I was here for a little bit. I just forgot to unmute. I'm eating right now. But
Oh.
what was I gonna say? Yeah, we have games like we haven't even done like any of the Super Mario 3D All Stars games. Like I've played some of each of them, but I haven't like completed. I mean, I've completed Mario Galaxy 100% on the Wii. So
Yeah, I did also just make the joke of you two are just sitting there naming off all your not Sony, your Nintendo stuff. I'm not judging. I know that's what you guys have. That's what you have. I'm just kind of laughing at them. Yes, Nintendo. Then you have other ones. People like yes, Xbox, Nintendo, Sega, PlayStation, Valve. It's just all these different things.
yeah.
I'm a Sony lover through and through. That's why I say PSP is better, best handheld ever made. We also talked on how long have you been here? Like honestly, like what was the last like since I guess I'm running the show? How long have you been here?
Like when I came back and I forgot to unmute, or
Yeah, like how long have you been to hear the conversation?
you guys were talking about handheld consoles, and you said the same statement about what you just said about
Yeah.
the games and such. Uh, you Danger was talking about how he wanted to play old games and such. That's what you said beforehand.
Okay.
Stuff like that.
Since Danger's not here, I'll ask him. What's a game that you would want remade? Like whether it's something newer, something older, it don't matter. Something that's remade, and let's take new gen stuff. We'll take BioShock, or Dead Space, because Dead Space is actually getting that true remake stuff later. I think either this year or next year. We'll take. So yeah, I'll take Dead Space as getting that because people want Dead Space. What's a game you would want remade?
That's a tricky question because whenever I think of like, oh, I want something new for a game, I always think of a sequel.
A remake. Alright, well then, like, what's an old game that would be really cool if it was remade?
That's what I'm trying to think.
Yeah, it's just in general, like any of them. Like how Final Fantasy VII got a remake last year.
And then like we've gotten remakes for Resident Evil, we've gotten remakes for this and that.
Yeah. Oh, there was a new trailer for Resident Evil remake. Silent Hill remake. I love Silent Hill. I'm excited for this one.
Yeah.
I know this would never happen. It could be 3 blue moons at once, and that's more likely to happen than this. I really want a remake of Sonic and the Black Knight.
I remember that one. I liked that game. That one
I
was
love
fun.
that one, man. I want a remake of that game. I want it to, like... Here's the thing. Animation looks so good, bro. Dude, Sega's animation is, like, the best. Like, 2010's animation, man. I want that back so bad. I want it like Sonic Unleashed, Sonic and the Secret Rings, Sonic and those animations were so good. I want an entire like 10 episode series. It could just be 10 episodes. I just want that. I want it.
Well, apparently what I was looking at wasn't real. It was a fan-made thing.
You
so
know what?
that's upsetting.
Sonic 06 would also be cool if it was a remake. And technically it is. Someone's working on like a project like Sonic Project P or Sonic 06P is what it's called. And someone is like trying to remake it. But that would also be a cool one.
Wait, is this not real? Wait, no, don't tell me that we got trolled with the Silent Hill remake. That'd be upsetting.
Did it come out April 1st?
So,
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh.
no. That's upsetting.
No, man.
Man. Yeah, it came out April 1st. Fuck everybody.
All right, so that's the
Sony.
game you'd want to be.
Fuck Konami.
Well, now we know what
This is
game you'd want to
Konami.
remake.
No, it still isn't the one I would want remade. One I want is the Breath of Fire series. Old RPG. Like turn-based RPGs that I doubt either one of you may or may not have heard. Or Parasite Eve. Or Cold Deca. There's a lot of old ones. Man, I'm gonna go with I'm gonna stick with Chrono Trigger and Cold Deca.
Breath of Fire video game series.
Weren't they remaking
I don't-
Chrono Trigger?
I don't reckon.
I
Or
heard
like
that they got talked about, but nothing's actually been, at least what I've seen, nothing's been confirmed. Chrono Trigger is like a weird variation of Final Fantasy, pretty much.
Yeah.
And then like Cold Deck is another one I found. I found it maybe 2 months ago. Now I was at my girlfriend's house for a while. I went to a game store and saw it. It was $330, so I didn't buy it. But I started to get looking into it. It's like a Final Fantasy Resident Evil combination, which was really interesting. I won't go into detail of it in case someone out there really gets interested, like curious though. But the game is Cold Deck. I can't remember how to spell it. Oh, Koudelka. Cold Deca. That's just a lot of the older horror games I would like, or Chrono Trigger.
Here's an interesting
There's two.
one. There's gonna be a new game, and it's a collaboration of two gaming franchises. What franchises would you want fused together into a game? With the idea of like a Final Fantasy and Resident Evil one. That wouldn't be my answer, but that does sound cool.
Well, here's what I was trying to think of. What popped into my head was Kingdom Hearts, because it's Final Fantasy and Disney.
Yeah. Well, okay. Like, here's the thing. Like, I like it when there's like a healthy mix of both Disney and like Disney and Final Fantasy. But what I heard is like the later game was more like less Disney or something. I'm not sure if that's what
It's
it
Final
was
Fantasy.
or not. Like it
After,
was, there wasn't as much Disney stuff in it. I don't know which one that was.
Sir, you have it backward. It's less Final Fantasy
Less
because they're
Final-
all Disney's.
That's Final Fantasy. All right.
Yeah, after Kingdom Hearts 1 and 2 had a lot more Final Fantasy aspects to it. Kingdom Hearts 3 had a DLC that had them, but outside of that, Final Fantasy's kind of been on the downside of them. They've had other stuff like The World Ends With You and other Sony brand things, and but for the most part, it's primarily Disney.
I would love to see like the remake Cloud alongside the For Sora.
Also, brother, you know how you said two collaborations of games?
Yes.
So we have Pokken Tournament, we
Uh-huh.
have Hyrule Warriors, Super Mario Hill. It'll be just the moneymaker.
A Mario fighting game.
No, Super Mario Hill, Silent Hill, and Mario.
Silent Hill and Mario.
Yeah.
To be Mario, get me the fuck out of here.
Silent Hill and Mario.
Yeah, it'd be like Luigi's Mansion.
Super Mario. There you go. The Super Silent Brothers.
You know,
There you go.
honestly,
The audio gasp.
honestly, not sure. Okay.
God, what would be a fun combo of them? I feel like thinking, looking at all my games. And I'm also gonna bring up in a second of I think wanting like a Life Strange version of like Final Fantasy.
Life
Like
is
like a
strange.
Life is Strange is one of those where like choices you make affect the game. It's made by Square Enix. Very good game. If you haven't played it, I recommend. There's another one I recommend playing. It's a very good franchise, like a good series. But it's basically choices you make. It's episodic. So like choices you make, the first one can affect someone. Like say Well, spoiler for Life is Strange people out there. I'm going to give you 5, 4, 3, 2. In the second episode of Life is Strange, someone can jump, like the girl who's going to jump off a building. You can stop that from happening, which changes the outcome of the story because she's there to help help Max, the main character, go through some stuff. Or let her die, and then she's not there, which changes the story. I want something like that.
Okay. I think both of y'all kind of went a little, like, you went the right direction, but y'all went a little bit off. I'm talking about, like, 2 franchises together. Y'all are, like, taking, like, a game, but both y'all took, like, a game. It's like, I want a Silent Hill version of Mario. I meant, like, then it would be Silent Hill and Mario, not Mario Silent Hill-esque game.
Well, I guess I'm going to be lazy. I'm going to put The Last of Us with The Walking Dead by Telltale franchise.
I mean, that sounds cool.
Alright, I got one.
Zombies.
Never even said before. Mario and Sonic. Never been done before.
Okay,
Can't
that's
recall.
like the idea I'm thinking of, like, for a game, but, like, I'm not those are done. Those have been done.
But you mean like, okay, you're saying like, here's how I imagine. Do you remember on the old Disney Channel where they had like the Kim Possible Lilo and Stitch crossover?
Yeah,
like that?
basically, yeah, where it's like 2 characters are in a game together. 2 franchises are in a game together. So, like, one idea I'm getting, I don't know, I doubt this would ever work, but, like, a Legend of Zelda Sonic game. Like, a Legend of Zelda, like, because I love Sonic and the Black Knight. I so badly want, like, I know we would never get a Sonic and the Black Knight sequel or anything ever again, but if we could get, like, a King Arthur Sonic with Legend of Zelda, that would be so cool.
Resident Evil and Silent Hill would be a hell of a combination.
That sounds really cool.
Like the horror aspect of it, the world building, along with actual survival. Because Silent Hill, early Silent Hills are more of like not like survival Resident Evil. Like if you have to fight, but you don't have to fight a lot of the enemies. Resident Evil is more of you go into a room that's full of zombies. Okay, I need to kill these ones, or I'm going to be in a lot of trouble next time I come back. Whereas Silent Hill doesn't do that. So I have a combination, and then you flip the worlds. Because Silent Hill has 2 worlds you can poke around with.
Yeah.
It's fun. That'd be so great.
Gamma, what would yours be? It could literally be anything. It could be any 2 game series together.
Well, I mean, as previously stated, Mario and Sonic, but not like the sport kind of thing.
Okay, so like a game of Mario and Sonic.
Yeah, exactly. And you could it could be like Sonic Heroes where you can switch between characters, and like each character has their own attributes and such. And maybe you could like get like power up abilities and such and use them.
You could.
Did you guys see there's a Sonic movie coming to Netflix?
No, it's a series. It's a 24 episode series. And I remember this was announced a while. This was, I believe, announced before the Sonic movie too. Like okay, we knew Sonic movie 2 was coming, but we didn't see anything about it. But then we heard about Sonic Prime and the new Sonic game at the same time.
And apparently we also got the Five Nights at Freddy's movie.
Bro.
Oh wow, the Five Nights at Freddy's movie.
Man,
that's great.
Gamma, do you remember back in 2018 when we heard that was coming?
Yeah.
Literally, it's Sly Cooper 2. It's Sly Cooper 2. We're never getting Sly Cooper movie.
Sly Cooper the movie.
Yeah, we're never. That's what I'm saying. Sly Cooper the movie. This is the second time it's happening. Like,
okay, never mind. I thought this was an actual. They had the whole Netflix things, which is very misleading, but okay.
Okay, but here's the thing. They have a director for the Five Nights at Freddy's movie, but they still haven't started production on the movie.
Well, because the script, they had one script that got thrown away.
They scrapped it, dropped it, and it's like because it went from Warner Brothers to Blumhouse, which is a good direction to go. But
I feel like Scott Cawthon is watching over them. If they make one mistake, he removes the entire.
He comes out of retirement and he shuts everything down. It's like
he shuts everything down. Sees if anyone else wants to try, gives it to them. If they just mess up once, that's it.
I'm gonna watch a Poppy Chapter 2 trailer really quick.
Isn't the game already out?
Poppy Playtime comes out later. The second one comes out later. I think it releases later this week, actually.
I thought it was already out. I saw.
And maybe...
No, it's not out. There's maybe I'm not sure. We would probably see something like in like a few minutes.
That's what I'm saying.
Like,
I saw like stuff about Fusion Z Gamer talking about it.
like, mommy long legs is here and she's hungry, something title, and then blah blah blah, probably by Fusion Z Gamer, who like pumps that stuff out.
He is a unit of posting videos, bro. He'll post 5 videos a day, man. He didn't post a video for 2, like when he got hacked, he didn't post a video for 2 days straight. He said that's the longest he's ever not posted a video. Bro, he could post 1 video for 1 day and we'd be worried, because that's not normal.
Didn't you say he was annoying?
No, I didn't say he was annoying. I said he was hyper.
No, like back then you said like he changed his profile stuff like often, so you're like, oh, okay, that's it, and you unsubscribed and all that. Or something like
I'm
that.
still subscribed to him. I'm trying to think.
Oh god.
Oh no, okay, no. All right. What I said was I didn't like when he was milking a game to death. Like Poppy Playtime 1, he made like 20 videos on it. That was something that did annoy me. I still watch him, but that did annoy me.
That's how the YouTube algorithm works.
I know that. I know.
You need.
I know. I'm just saying that's what annoyed me.
Maybe he actually enjoyed the game that much that he wanted to do all the stuff on it.
Okay.
You know? Okay, and it annoys you. Well, guess what? Guess what your Yu-Gi-Oh stuff does? It annoys me. It annoys everyone else who doesn't like that. But wow, guess what? We don't go to your comment section and annoy you about it, or we don't say it verbally.
I didn't come here to get attacked, man. I didn't come here to get attacked.
I do, but it's what I do. Hey, okay, I'm gonna give you guys a hidden gem of a game, which I doubt you've ever heard of. Have you ever heard of a Plague Tale?
A Plague Tale?
Yes, I've heard of a Plague Tale.
Wasn't that? Hold on. I want to see. I want to see if I'm correct. I don't want to say something out loud and then sound stupid.
No, just say it and I'll tell you if it's right or not.
Is it the game about the rats?
Yes.
Okay, yeah, I've heard of that.
Rats. We are the rats.
Dude, that was such a surprisingly good game. I bought it maybe 2 years ago.
It's just utterly horrifying to think about.
It was such a good game. Like, I played through it. I have a playthrough on it on my channel if you're curious to go watch it. It was a good game. Like, the people animation were kind of terrible, but the world was gorgeous.
The rats flowing like water and it's like lava in game.
Oh, there's thousands of them in each area.
Thousands of a very small number compared to how much there actually are.
Yeah, like it's like a mass produce.
No, I mean like in each area there were like thousands, and that was.
Oh yeah, in each area. Okay.
And there's a second one coming out.
Yeah, I remember
Wasn't there
that.
already a second one?
No, it's coming out. The trailer. I think I don't think it was the Game Awards, but the trailer was announced.
Yeah, there's a second one coming out later this year, but outside of that, we don't know anything on that. But it's called Plague Tale Requiem.
Requiem. Yeah, I remember that. Yeah, me.
Oh, it's coming 2023.
Yeah, me.
Oh wait, no, a Plague Tale and a Plague Tale Innocence.
Isn't it just a Plague Tale Innocence?
Yeah, there's two. So there's a Plague Tale and Plague Tale Innocence.
Is it actually? Is it actually 2, or is it that because the name? Is it that the series is a Plague Tale and Plague Tale Innocence is the first one?
Yeah.
Like Horizon.
Yeah, Plague Tale Innocence. Yeah.
That was a mistake I made for Horizon. All of it's a Horizon something.
Yeah, Horizon Zero Dawn, Horizon Forbidden West. Was there another one beforehand, or is that just it?
I think that was literally it.
Two.
It was one game and then 2 DLCs. That's where we got confused. It had 2 DLCs. It's like Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild where it had 2 DLCs, which I'm just gonna watch someone play them. I'm not gonna bother game.
Oh, I want to play this one so bad. Plague Tale Requiem. I love the first one. It took a bit to get into it, but holy hell, the rats! There's like 1 million of them right there.
You say no longer talking about the game, but looking at a corner of your room.
I could be. It looks so good. But one thing I'll say to Plague Tale, so people out there, I'm not hating on it, the people look like ass. Like, they make Danger look good.
Hey!
But the world, hey, I complimented you. They said they make you look good.
Thank you, but fuck you.
Well, fine. Danger, they look as bad as you do.
Hey! Also, fuck you.
I was complimenting you, bastard.
Also, a Plague Tale that it's called Requiem at the end, and also is possibly an adventure. That's kind of bizarre.
Okay.
Okay,
Shush.
I'm gonna ask you guys. What do you think is the best kind of game? Story game, online game?
Okay.
I personally prefer it's not a personal preference. That is too like of a preference
That's what
opinion
I'm
kind of
asking.
ordeal.
That's what I'm asking your preference. Like, what would you
Yeah.
say is the takes the top? Like some people out there be like, royales take the top because they constantly allow you to have to strategize, figure out what you need to do, as opposed to one game you can play through 4 or 5 times and know what you're doing, just play through it like speedrunners do.
Okay.
I personally prefer offline games, like stuff like that and such, because not only do you get a whole world that can be built, but like it's also like people can speed run the game. Maybe there's like a fandom that you can join and such. Like maybe mods or DLC comes out for it. And it's just a whole lot better than just playing an online game and like occasionally getting something new.
Like
It's not to say that, huh?
like playing at your own pace.
Yeah. Meanwhile, if you don't play this now, you miss out. If you don't play this now, you miss out. Bye, bye, bye. Fear of missing out. That's what it uses occasionally.
Okay, so a game, so yeah, so for you, you'd consider a game like I'll just use that example. Like Fortnite is not a good game because of like the stuff it has. The only reason you like it
Well,
is because of the
it's not
like
not
you
a
like
good game.
like okay. The reason you like it is the multiplayer aspect of it.
Yeah.
Like that's the only reason you like. If it didn't have the multiplayer aspect, you probably I mean, it's a battle royale, so obviously. But so one thing I say is coming back to that is a good story. If it's a game that has a good story, that's most likely where it's like a really really good game. Because if you think about it, all like the best game series have a really good story, and then like the best ones are wherever they have a consistent, really good story.
Good.
I feel like no like okay, here's the thing. Like battle royales, they all even though they're just like the same game most of the time, they also have stories. Battle royales that don't have a story don't really they're not going to go anywhere. Like it's like and then like you have a single player game, it has to rely on a story if it's a single player game. Gonna be honest with you. Multiplayer games, if it has a good story and it's fun, that can also be really enjoyable.
Okay.
So
I just, I mean,
any game that has a really good story, I feel like no matter what, it has to have a good story to it that every person can enjoy, and it'll be different to different people. Different stories, like you could have an action packed story. It could be a love story. It could be a dramatic story. Whatever y'all think it is, like whatever you prefer for a story, but it has to be story.
okay, good. I know some people like a girlfriend's dad cannot stand story games because of how long they take. So he goes and plays. He'll play like Fall Guys. He plays Rocket League. He plays the online stuff because it's easier to follow, and that's the I was just saying. Because for some weird reason, I was feeling like Danger was gonna be like games like Fortnite are the best.
No, I literally said this. I literally said this to my friends. Fortnite is fun, and they're my friends because I got Fortnite. Like that was the first time I started reaching out to people, right?
What are you telling me? If you didn't get Fortnite, you wouldn't have friends? Why does that sound so hilarious and sad?
Well, okay, because that was the
time?
first time I reached out. I started reaching out to people and whatnot. Heck, I didn't even have a mic at the beginning, but
I got Fortnite.
I got Fortnite and now I have friends. You see, guys, get Fortnite.
I mean, there's also like he's mainly just met people through games. I actually use social media and such to meet people. Danger's just very shy. He's
Games,
a very shy man.
games. No, because that's how I met Hayden. TikTok.
Podcast. That's how. I mean, to be fair, I think I reached out. I'm the one
I
who actually reached out and was
didn't
like, hey.
I watched my own episode. I saw the part to where I said my attack was 7 million, not 70 million, and I on Chain Battle I said 7 million, not 70. I stopped watching it there, and I'm never touching that episode again. I said 7 million and not 70.
No, I know.
He's an idiot. Point and laugh.
But yeah,
I mean,
so. But okay, but yeah, if it did not have a good story and didn't have like the crossovers they do, I wouldn't be playing Fortnite. I would not. Like it's only because of the cool skins and like storytelling they have that I play. Especially now, like within the last year, they've had voice acting in the game now, and so now characters feel alive, and so it's so cool.
I thought they already had voice acting in there.
They've had it for like they had it for like
What?
the last
voice
year
acting for what?
for Fortnite. They've only had it like the
Fortnite.
last year.
Oh yeah, no, they've had it for a while.
But like within a year's time.
Yeah.
Besides that, there was no voice acting in the game.
All right, so we'll go into our
Yeah.
last question of the night, and I'll thank both of you gentlemen for being on my show.
Hey! It's my show. This is the
No, it's his show. What are
Extreme
you talking about?
This is the
Yeah.
Extreme
Yeah,
podcast.
this is the KH Hauser podcast.
No. This is
No,
the
this
on
is-
my show.
this is the Extreme podcast. I'm recording right
No,
now.
this is Dokkan Win. We just went majorly off track.
No.
Yes, you know what that is. So that could actually be believable with our group.
No. That's
But
bullshit.
anyway, out of the games you guys have played, what game would you say had the best story? We'll start off with my first guess, Gamma.
All right.
What game have you played had the best story? Whether it's a lore story, actual story.
Or like visual storytelling and stuff.
We'll take 2 examples. We'll take Elden Ring. Elden Ring has a baseline story. Basically, you got to kind of like unite the Elden Rings to save the world, or do whatever in the world, depending on how you do it. Depends. But then there's lore in the game that expands the story, which a lot of people like. Or we'll take a game like, say, Last of Us, where it has one linear story that you go through, you learn as you play, and you fall in love with it. So you have, like, I guess, deep dive stories, or or like in your face stories.
I'm gonna have to say Five Nights at Freddy's, because obvious
the
reasons.
books, the games.
Books, games, maybe at some point the movie. Yeah.
Some of the teasers. I can agree with that. Like, honestly, Five Nights at Freddy's has some of the good lore, good stuff with that. I'm not as in-depth with it as I should be, and I'm perfectly fine with that. It's so much.
It gets so confusing at some point. Here's the thing. Gamma is the one who reads the information basically as it comes out. I'm the one who has to catch up because I missed 2 episodes, so I missed 5 hours of content and whatnot.
But how about single game?
Like
one game.
So Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild, I gotta say, is one of the best storytelling games.
I would just say Hollow Knight if we're just going to the game Hollow Knight again, just because good lore, good story.
I haven't played Hollow Knight. I haven't played all of Shovel Knight, so I don't know the story there. And I haven't really.
Shovel Knight's not related.
No, not related. But the thing is, like, I look at all the games, none of them are like super story driven. Like, okay, I love like Breath of the Night story, love it. But compared to Legend
Breath of the Night.
Breath of the Night.
So wait, hold on. Like, here's what I'm imagining. I'm imagining it's a Batman game. Batman Breath of the Night. You want a Tic Tac?
Danger X, Breath of the Night.
It'd be like the Batman Telltale game. It'd be a story-based one, Breath of the Night.
Oh, great. All right. If Telltale wasn't dead, they probably would.
Telltale's apparently coming back, but not as Telltale, but they're not done.
Wasn't the Telltale... What didn't Telltale... Weren't they the ones that worked on the Lego games, right? The old
That's
Lego
Traveler's Tale.
Traveler's Tale. Okay. Different thing. All right.
Yeah,
Okay.
people actually... No, the Telltale games are actually good.
Yeah, but, hey.
Lego games suck!
Hey. No,
Hey.
we will not have Lego slander
say
here.
that.
We do not have Lego slander here. All right.
Hey,
still
that's my show.
That's my show. It is the Danger Extreme podcast.
My name is Danger Extreme. You're over there being Saturn, not Stream.
Man,
Anyways,
I don't know who I'm gonna believe. The character that has an X all over their body, or the crudely drawn Dragon Ball character.
It's not crudely drawn. My buddy Danger drew that, and it doesn't look good. Like my superhero, though, I spent many hours drawing this.
I can really tell.
No, I'm thinking of my red and black superhero with the X on him. My superhero I drew.
y'all, I'm not gonna show my screen because y'all can't see it. Y'all just see the Smash Bros thing, but his profile is Krillin, but it looks like he has a third leg. And take that in any way you think.
No, it doesn't.
But it's a third
It's-
leg.
it's
It's a
he's
third
standing. It's how his left foot is behind him more. He's turning
perspective.
His hands on
Yeah,
his
I see. Yeah, he's doing like a sassy walk. He has like his hands on his hips like a sassy walk. And he has one leg forward.
I don't like how Krillin is giving me bed eyes with a little bit of blush.
His name
Guess he's approaching me.
Krillin. You just say
It's
Krillin.
the Mario theme. It's the Mario theme.
Oh man.
All right.
Oh.
Anyway, so
Oh yeah,
So-
yeah, Legends of Breath of the Wild. Out of all the games I've played, none of the story has gone in depth. Like there is some things that you can look for. Even you could go into a house and there's a book and you can read it and it has extra story. There is Zelda's. What?
lore.
Yes, there's so much base lore, hidden lore, and lore for each character. It is really good, and they even talk about like past lore. It's so good. Such a good game. I have not played a game like it. I want to play more games like it. I want to play more like mass open world games. I want to play that.
Lore is the
Souls.
past, and story is the current events.
Yeah.
Fuck
Well,
idiot.
I'll say mine. I'm actually tied on 2 as I've played them because they're so good. One of them was a big PlayStation hit. Detroit Become Human. Such a fun game.
That game looked fun. I watched Jacksepticeye play some of that game, and I've seen
I
like
played through it. I spent so long. I'm at like 92% completion on the web.
Gamma. The mic's
The
under
church
your nose.
became Herman. Huh?
The mic's under your nose. Move the mic. All right. So yeah,
That and the first Life is Strange. I already talked about it, but Life is Strange is such a good game. Like it's an underrated. I say underrated. I never hear anybody talk about it, but its story is better. I'd argue than a lot of them. That and Days Gone. Days Gone is another good story. But I'd say Life is Strange and Detroit Become Human are the 2 best story games I've actually played. I feel like that.
all right.
Build your own adventure kind of thing.
All right. I guess we could start wrapping it up here. Last thing
And
is
I'd
there.
like to thank you for joining me on my show tonight. I had a lot.
Thank
of
you
fun.
for joining my podcast. Anyway, so is there like one last game you just want to say as a game that you really like that you've not mentioned during this podcast? Like, is there just one?
Plants vs. Zombies Battle for Neighborville.
Plants vs. Zombies Battle for Neighborville. Mine is Battlefront 2. Been super into Star Wars recently.
One, I'm disappointed in Gamma. I no longer like him because it's Plants vs Zombies. But Kingdom Hearts.
Okay, you know what?
All right, and thank you so much for joining here. Thank you guys for.
Thanks for joining my show.
It's
You can
my
join me on the
show.
next time on
No,
my
it's
thing where
mine.
we'll
I'm
talk about
overtaking
food.
it now.
We'll talk
Now
about
I get
food.
to-
Let's talk about food on our next one. What do you think, Danger? On my show,
Food?
we can talk about our favorite foods on our next one.
You're telling a fat guy, do you want to talk about food? Yes, I would love to talk about food.
All right, next time on the Xtreme podcast, I will have Danger and somebody else on my show. And
I'm
we'll talk
not.
about
I will.
food.
We are not confirming this. Plans may change. We're not going to confirm what the next episode. But that is on the list.
Changed. Podcast out.
Daedrex podcast out. See ya.